Hey guys, Ralph Havens here, Beyond Limits Physical Therapy in Bellingham, Washington, Fairhaven, Washington. And today's video, I am going to show the difference between various runners and their running form. Because a lot of runners, the world-class runners, a lot of local runners, they use direct stretching, which means, you try to stretch out a hamstring, stretch out a quad, stretch out a calf. Some of them use what's called rope stretching, where you throw a looped rope over your foot and then stretch it out and stretch it out. And you would think that would improve range of motion and improve running form. I'm going to show you something different and a different way to optimize running form and get an even better stride, a more open stride. And the way we're going to do it is show world-class runners and then compare that to my son, a middle school runner, a fast runner, and look at his stride. And then I'm going to show you pre and post session video of one of my clients. So you can see what's different after we do this way of not stretching, but optimizing running form. We use what's called Helix Biomechanics and strain CounterStrain. So let me get right to it and show you what I see. His name's Morgan McDonald from Australia, 13 flat 5K guy. And here's his running form. What I want you to see is, notice how long their stride is. And by long, I mean it's the way it goes behind their body. So it's pretty good. Here he goes. He's running mile race pace, but for a short distance. And notice how his hip goes behind him. There's an even greater range of motion behind him, and he's lifted more and less restriction. So watch that. Notice the butt kick and the way his foot cycles around behind him like that. Let's watch that again because it's just beautiful. Notice the leg goes behind him. See how it has a lot of extension. He really gets the toe off and push that leg with a lot of butt kick. Okay, and now let's show our first guy again, and he is a world-class runner. So we want to realize that we're talking about very fast guys. Here it goes. And so look at these guys. See how they're not quite as lifted as my son. They're kind of glued to the earth a little bit more. And while their leg does go behind them pretty good, it's not like my son. Look at their foot where it comes around. And again, they do look very good. We're trying to optimize form, get really, really good form. So let's look at that again. Notice that. This is what you get from regular stretching. Notice the lift. Notice the way the leg swings behind them. Okay, and now let's go look at my son one more time. Can you see the a little bit extra lengthening behind him? A little more fluid, a little less restricted in the body. And the way we did that is with what's called Helix Biomechanics and strain CounterStrain. We didn't stretch him out. We don't use stretching. We optimize the nerves and the neuromuscular system to get more length. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you the difference between some world-class guys and my son at speed. So here's the Bowerman mile when they were going after the 3:43 world record. They almost got it. And just take a look.
We're also Ingebrigtsen and Nagoose world.
Okay, so here they come. So that's Ingebrigtsen in third, Nagoose in fourth. There's let me slow it down a little bit so you can see this better. So when you watch them come around, notice, like look at Solinsky there in the black shorts and the white top, how he gets a little tight. The leg goes behind him, but it kind of stops. Ingebrigtsen, the leg goes behind him, but it kind of stops. Even Yard Nagus, the leg goes behind him, but it stops. Can you see that? He's not as lifted as my young guy, my young boy. They're very fast, 343 milers. Yet when you see them run, look at Cole Hawker on the outside there. His leg does not go behind him. It doesn't kick up and back. It doesn't cycle through quite as much as my son. So watch these guys. See where his foot comes up towards his bottom. The goose looks actually pretty good. His left leg is a little tight compared to his right. Look at his right leg, look at his left leg. Look at his right leg, look at his left leg. So what I want you to see is watch Solinsky in front, how he's like, it doesn't go behind him much. Ingebrigtsen again goes a little bit better, but still a little tight. The goose, his right one goes behind him, his left one gets a little tight. There's Lars, McSweeney, Cole Hawker. Look at the way the leg goes behind him, but it gets kind of tight. So, okay, so this is a video of my son, and take a look at his stride. It's a little blurry, but he'll come more and more into focus. And notice the back swing in his leg. So notice the back swing and the way the foot cycles up behind him. See how that's different? Even from the world-class guys, that's different. We'll show that again. Look at that stride. We did this without stretching, without rope stretching. We did it with indirect techniques called strain, CounterStrain, and Helix Biomechanics that optimizes for run form. So I'm going to show you one more bit here. And this is pre and post a runner's session. So check this out. This is Hannah B. And she had a 2-hour session. And this was her pre-run. So notice how the hips move and how long her stride is and how the leg goes behind her. This is before she had a session. Notice how lifted or not lifted she is. Notice how she's coming up and down on her feet. If you look a little closer, you'll see that her ponytail moves to the left, but not to the right. It's because she's rotating to the right, but not to the left in her upper body because her left hip is tight. So see how the left hip doesn't come behind her very much? We'll see one more swing through. This is before the session. And just notice how the legs swing behind her. Now she had a 2-hour session, Helix Biomechanics, strain, CounterStrain. We also did what's called descendant phenomena. And now look at how her stride is opened up. We didn't stretch her. We didn't do rope stretching. We didn't try to massage anything out. We optimized her running form using her neurophysiology, the reflex arc between the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and the spinal cord. See the difference? We'll see her one more time in the post run. A bit more extension. Now she had 2 hours of session, her first two hours. My son's had quite a bit more. And so I'll show you one more time with Ben, and just to give you a sense of what's possible. Just notice the back swing of his legs and the way the foot comes up. And that's what's possible with indirect techniques, not stretching, not rope stretching, not deep tissue work, not thumping, not foam rolling, but working with the body's neuromuscular system to open up the stride. Pretty cool, huh? So my name is Ralph Havens. I'm a physical therapist here in Bellingham, Washington, and Fairhaven. And I made this video to reach out to the coaches and the runners and the people that want improve performance. This will improve performance. It takes away injuries and we can find the root cause of injuries, the chronic stuff. And then at that point, there's performance, where the interface between injuries and rehab and performance optimization. So to open up the stride, there's a different way, a better way, I feel, than the traditional deep tissue stretching and that sorts of thing. And my name is Ralph Havens. I'm in Fairhaven, Washington at Beyond Limits Physical Therapy. And I'll put links below and you can reach out to me. I'd love to get this information to more and more world-class runners. The local high school coaches and teams are using this a bit in Fairhaven and Bellingham. We want to reach out even more to these guys, and let's get out there and let's run and do what we're here to do. All right, you guys.